Hi, my name is David Coffey, and this is my how-to speech for Mr. Capp's online Hill College course. In this video, I'm going to teach you how to smoke ribs. Most people make the mistake of referring to grilling as barbecuing, while in fact they are complete opposites. Grilling is done over high direct heat for short periods of time, while barbecuing is done over low indirect heat for a few hours. There's three main parts of smoking that I'm going to explain. They include the preparation of meat, the preparation of the fire, and the actual smoking of the meat. For the preparation of the meat, starting out you need a good slab of ribs. You want some fat on the ribs, but not too much, because it helps add flavor. When you first start out preparing the ribs, you're going to want to trim off some of the excess fat if the ones you have too much fat on them. Next, you're going to want to pull off the membrane, which is a thin layer on the back side of the ribs. You're going to need to get a knife and use it to pry off the edge because it's attached really tight. Next, you're going to probably need to use a paper towel to pull it off because it's quite slippery. It's going to take a little bit of effort and time to pull this off, but in the end it's worth it because this membrane creates a barrier to the smoke, and taking it off lets the smoke penetrate the meat and give it more flavor. Next, what you're going to want to do is season the meat using a dry rub. You can make your own dry rub using recipes on the internet or your own experiments, or you can even buy, there's plenty of dry rubs you can get at the store. You're going to want to put plenty of dry rub both sides and make sure you get plenty on it. Next, you're going to want to wrap it up in plastic wrap and put it in the fridge. You're going to want to make sure you do all this the night before so the seasoning has plenty of time to get into the meat and really start soaking up the flavor. Next, you're going to need to start your fire the next morning. Having a proper fire is crucial to proper smoking. There's also many different kinds of woods that you can use. There's some milder woods like alder, apple, cherry, and maple. While there's some stronger woods that have more smoke flavor like hickory, mesquite, oak, and pecan. I use oak because I like the flavor. It's a stronger, smokier flavor. But this can take some trial and error, different kinds of woods to find out what you like most. After you choose your wood, you're going to want to start your fire. I just put the wood in the smoker box, pour some lighter fluid on it, and light it. Let it burn for a little bit, and once the wood actually catches all on fire, I close the lid and the vents to put this fire out and start the smoke. You're going to want to let it smoke for a little bit, get the temperature right and steady. The perfect temperature is about 225 degrees. Now you're ready to smoke the meat. You want to make sure your meat is room temperature before you put it on the smoker. The actual smoking of the meat can take 4 to 6 hours, but there's a lot of work that goes into it during that time. You want to make sure you maintain a constant temperature, which can take a lot of work. If the temperature starts to drop, you might need to add more wood or open the vents. The side vents next to the smoker box and the smoke pipe both need to be maintaining a constant flow of oxygen. Too much makes the fire too hot, and too little can put the fire out. You need to check it at least once an hour. Make sure the temperature is in the correct range. Once the temperature of the meat is about 165 to 170, it's about when it's done. The best way I've found is a digital meat thermometer. It's the easiest and quickest way to find out the temperature and make sure it's correct. Whenever the meat's done, you want to take it off, let it rest for about 15 minutes, make sure all the flavors and the juices soak back up into the meat, and make sure it continues cooking. Alright, thank you.